네, 스파크Ir 제 6회 모의Ir을 시작하도록 하겠습니다. 네, 오늘 발표할 회사는 네오스텍, 커넥티드 스마트 조명 기술을 활용한 조명 구독 서비스 회사이죠. 두 번째 회사는 움틀입니다. 움틀은 이제 바이오 산업용 멤브레인 제품을 개발하는 회사이고요. 그리고 세 번째 회사는 이제 증강지능이라는 스타트업입니다. AI 기술 기반의 교육 산업 현장용 지능형 증강 현실을 제공하는 회사입니다.
Hello, my name is Spark. For the past 4 years, I was the general manager.
네, 오늘 첫 번째 발표팀 모셔보도록 하겠습니다. 네, 안녕하세요.
안녕하세요.
예, 준비되시면 바로 시작하실 수 있고요. 제가 그걸 일단 주시면 제가 세팅을 먼저 해드려야 되거든요.
네.
먼저 오늘 요 영상은 좀 어떻게 너무 요 영상부터 발표하실 건 아니시죠?
네.
요 영상 다음 장으로 이제 준비를 하시는 걸로 제가 좀 세팅을 해드리겠습니다. 네, 그럼 다음 장부터 여기서부터 시작하시면 되겠죠. 네. 그러면 준비되셨으면 바로 시작하도록 하겠습니다. 요걸 누르시면은 바로 이제 다음 장으로 넘어갑니다. 시작하도록 하겠습니다.
Hi, this is Yeon Hong, a manager of marketing team of 네오스텍. Before I start my presentation, I would like to give you an example. Can you imagine that you're walking into a building early in the morning where all the lights are off with huge silence? As you enter, the building will recognize you and turn on lights on your way to your seat and set the best working environment for only you. How is it possible? It's our device and service. Let me introduce our energy optimization solution using our key product, Blaze IoT. Today, many people spend most of their time indoors. According to the research, underutilized spaces in the building turned out to be 45%. And more than 30% of energy are wasted. When we convert this wasted energy into money, it costs $3 billion annually. How can we solve this problem? To deal with this, we need data to analyze the current situation. Our main goal is to deliver efficient strategies on energy optimization through lighting infrastructure. It's rarely possible to find any indoors without lights. With lighting infrastructure, it enables us to collect more data, analyze and optimize energy management. That is, the users can experience our services wherever the lights exist, experiencing the following expectation effectiveness. This is our product. Our light device includes all the components required for connected smart lighting, like sensors, converters, and BLE mesh modules. The users can utilize our services by using the smart controllers or even the smartphones. Specifically, collected data from the infrastructure will be passed through the gateway over the mesh network and activate our main services. Let me move on to the services in detail. First, connected lighting and monitoring service. It helps users to monitor energy usage and schedule lighting. Second, the analytics service, which ensures optimized services for each space based on the collected data, and those results will be shown on the dashboard. Last but not least, the location-based service. The users can get information about where the objects are located in the building and the user's occupancy for better management. With all this, we provide customized applications to match our customers' needs and improve their well-being while saving the energy. With the readiness of our service, we are ready to penetrate a market that is expected to reach $10 billion by the year of 2026. Compared to device, application and services are expected to rise with 18% of annual growth. Connected smart lighting companies abroad are entering the global market by acquiring partnerships or having M&A, but it is still insufficient in Korea. Our core strength is communication connection method. With high compatibility technology, we serve both Wi-Fi and Bluetooth mesh as our communication protocols. With all these features, we provide various applications to our customers. The size of the competitor's logo on this graph correspond to the rate of the market occupancy. With the competitive structure in the market, our plan is to start with relatively low price and grow in the directions of expanding more of the IoT functions and features. Our final goal is to provide as many features as Philips with as low price as Oslam. Thus, we can stand on different market position in near future. Since commercial market has the highest market size of $9 billion, we plan to target the commercial buildings first. And the regions that we will focus for the global market entries are Asia Pacific and Americas. It's because they have 19 and 15% of annual growth rate respectively, which have recorded higher than surrounding regions. This is the world map that shows success cases of using connected smart lighting globally. They are controlled wirelessly in the building bases, and currently we are having a demonstration test in Incheon National University. There are two ways of making profit in our business model. One way is to raise revenue from our partners like ESCO, installers, and luminaire makers to whom we offer our devices. And another is from our customers. By offering them services, we receive subscription fee in return. With this value chain, aforementioned business model is bound to be successful. Since the responsibility of luminaire makers is only limited to the manufacture of lighting parts and production of lighting fixtures, we provide services in the areas that they don't. Acquiring partnerships can help both of us in sales and revenue-wise. Here is the milestone to the global market entry. And to successfully launch our product about a year from today, our goal is to develop the MVP by second quarter and release it to the actual site with 20% of the energy saving efficiency. After all, we plan to extend to the domestic market and final goal to enter the global market with 40% efficiency. We are comprised of wireless network and IoT experts who have global work experience, which means we are not only confident in our technologies, but also well prepared for expanding our business abroad. This was all about Embrace IoT, the energy optimization solution through lighting infrastructure as IoT backbone. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for presentation. I have some questions. So, my first question is you mentioned about your function list. I understood the three big functions. First thing is the monitoring. Second is the analytics, and third is the LBS. I think the LBS is for some tracking some problem, right? So your MVP is the next year second quarter, right?
Yeah.
So now the which part is finished or the ongoing? About three part.
현재 어떤 부분이 완료됐나요?
현재는 커넥티드 라이팅 관련돼서 기술적인 부분은 그 핵심적인 기술은 다 이미 저희가 구현이 됐고, 저희가 시간상 영상엔 포함되지 못했지만 영상상으로 그 부분은 저희가 제시할 수 있습니다.
Okay. And then you mentioned about your competitors, right?
Yes.
So your competitors, I remember the two startup from US, right?
Yeah.
So they are now got fund about Series B round, right? So how status? When did you get the seed fund or the PA fund? What now your position about fund
현재는
round?
저희가 프리를 현재 준비를 하고 있고, 저희가 일단은 내년 하반기까지는 시리즈 A를 좀 목표로 현재 시장에 저희 솔루션이 이제 확산시키다는 어떤 그 레퍼런스를 좀 많이 준비를 하려고 합니다.
Okay, so your solution about is for smart grid. I understood like that, right? So your main wireless network based on Wi-Fi and Bluetooth, right? Which is thing? Wi-Fi or Bluetooth?
We can
Both,
use both
right?
Wi-Fi and
So
Bluetooth.
when your solution use Wi-Fi or when your solution use Bluetooth?
먼저 그 블루투스 메쉬를 먼저 저희가 제품화시키고 와이파이 같은 경우는 지금 이제 무선 표준화가 아직 안 되어 있습니다. 그게 2024년도에 표준화가 되는 시점에 맞춰서 저희가 이제 사전에 이미 그 애트리를 통해서 기술 이전을 다 받아놨습니다. 저희가 기술 소스를. 그래서 우선은 저희가 자체 기술로는 블루투스 메쉬 기반의 스마트 조명 솔루션을 먼저 개발을 하고 그 뒤에 저희가 이전받은 기술과 표준화에 대한 그 국내 표준화에 대한 프로토콜을 적용한 와이파이 제품을 그 후에 저희가 다시 내보내고 향후 저희가 두 가지를 동시에 사용할 수 있는 그런 게이트웨이로 이제 저희가 업그레이드할 예정에 갖고 있습니다.
I checked your price strategy on your deck. So I think that your target is the high-end market, right? The high price and high function, right? So
We are targeting the high features with low price.
low price.
Low price.
So,
예.
I misunderstood. Okay, I understood. And I think that your solution and technology need some POC. You know POC, right?
네.
POC with some big company. So can you share your POC plan? I think the POC is the MVP, right? So
우선은 현재는 저희가 POC 진행을 저희 인천대학교 아까 말씀드린 그 인천대학교 실증 사업을 통해서 현재 진행 중에 있고 저희가 이제 향후 내년에는 실제 물류 창고에서 저희가 지금 섭외를 하고 있습니다. 그런 물류 창고에서 먼저 그리고 지하 주차장 이쪽에서 먼저 POC를 저희 검증을 하고 저희 솔루션의 이제 가장 이제 무선에 대한 부분이 이제 안정적으로 잘 운영이 되냐에 대한 부분이 가장 걱정이 많으시더라고요. 그래서 이 부분은 저희가 증명하는 일을 좀 내년도에는 많이 하지 않을까라고 좀 생각을 합니다.
okay, thank you for your presentation and Q&A. It's all. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, now the second team. Second team name is Untitled. CEO Mr. Spa크Ir. Are you ready?
Yeah. Hello. I'm going to tell you today about bioindustrial membranes that are being supplied by a few companies. My name is Seongyul Park, as the CEO of UMTL Corporation. K-Bio has become a global premium brand from biopharmaceutical to rapid kits. By the way, all membranes, one of the essential components depends on import. It has been fine in the past until global supply chain working well. But now, customers are waiting membranes for 3 or 4 months. However, is this simply a unique problem in Korea now? We asked the people in two industries for their needs about local membranes. Their answers, we are waiting local alternatives. Membranes are an essential process in the bioindustry. In the biopharmaceutical process, bacteria and virus are removed and proteins are concentrated. In IVDs, membrane works to transfer antigens or antibodies. This is our business model. It is not a new product, so we focus to make equal or small higher performance with low price and stable delivery time. But we will provide additional value to customers by complying with eco-friendly systems such as ESG and EHS and applying new materials. Not all technologies are applicable to all products. We use SolPS, it is hydrophilic materials, and DMSO solvents for microfiltration and nanofiltration. Ultrafiltration is using the eco-friendly lithium chloride DMAC process. We benchmarked exist bottle top filter, coning, and centrifugal concentrator, Amicon. The membranes in these laboratory products are same membranes in production products. We called this is brand strategy. Of course, it is not first. It's from millipore. In the case of NC membranes, the existing products can be replaced with UMTR products. If we use Sartorius cellulose nitrate 140 or 110, you can replace it with drop and flow DAF 140 and focus on our low price and on-time delivery. Because SolPS is a hydrophilic polymer, it is more effective at high concentration of biomaterials. Of course, we also solve porous surface structure and a symmetric cross-sectional structure. We focus on the risk to unborn child of conventional solvents such as NMP, whether the work inherits it or released into the ecosystem, it is problem. We are using DMSO as a solvent, which is 1/10 in the toxicity of the ecosystem. And the lithium chloride and DMAC process can effectively form a solution without very toxic acid-base process. SolPS is a type of PES and possess innovative hydrophilicity through sulfonation. This is an effective way to increase the hydrophilicity while mixing well with each other. UMTR will operate the membrane manufacturing process in accordance with ISO 13485 standards. Using the NC membrane from here, we will receive GMP approval from KFDA. Ultimately, this process will produce biopharmaceutical membranes. This Biolor 9 alone is capable of generation 1.2 billion of annual sales, and it can be used for the production of SolPS. In addition, this Biolor 9 can be extended to parallel and is the final design factor of mass production. Our products are for laboratory use and expanded biopharmaceutical production and NC membrane. We will compete with established global suppliers such as Merck Millipore, Danaher, and Sartorius. We have hydrophilicity material technology that they do not have. The global NC membrane market is 150 billion with a CAGR of 3.3%. Korea's domestic biomembrane market is at 400 billion, led to Samsung Biologics, and will grow rapidly, and we will go global. The market entry strategy is short-term, mid-term, and long-term entry by the time period. Initially, it will supply laboratory products, field references, and expand it to products for biopharmaceutical production. We are targeting 50 billion sales by 2025. By 2025, it will successfully develop various products by winning government R&D projects. The CEO has more than 10 years of experience in membrane and bioindustry. We are working with 10 researchers. Thank you for listening.
Okay, thank you for presentation. So, you can provide your product to the Samsung Biologics, right? This that kind of company.
At hope.
Hope. So
Not
now do you have some client?
Now we don't have client because we try first time at the short time is for research materials. So it is B2C, like a university or a research company like this. So it is non-specific customers.
So now your customer is some laboratory of universities, right?
Yes, it
So-
is first, and we make the membrane brand of membranes from research market to production market. It is our final strategy. Final market is Samsung Biologics.
So they kind of big the medical companies, right?
Yes.
So actually, this area is not my major. So I have some technical question. So you mentioned many times about the hydrophilic, right?
Yes.
So what can you explain about this technology detail?
In bio industry, we can see the reduced bio burden because the biopharmaceutical or some things very sticky some things like proteins. So hydrophilicity is reduce the bio burden because hydrophilicity it help to membrane reduce the non-specific binding in the membrane surface. So we focus on hydrophilicity.
Okay. And actually, your status is some seed round.
Yes.
So next year, can you provide some kind of big company, for example, Samsung Biologics or another the others, big medical company? So your goal is the next year or after some years after?
We try to make the pilot scale in this year. So these days, also we make the pilot scale of membranes. It is with 60 millimeters, 600 millimeters, 60 centimeters. It is all kind of. It is kind of commercial. Some commercial membrane companies make it this roll make membrane rolls is about 600. So we can make the commercial size. I think. So we try to this pilot line this year, and finally 2023 maybe or 2024. We try to sell to Samsung Biologics after the make a reference or something.
Okay. Okay. Thank you for presentation and Q&A time. Okay. It's all. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, next team. The team name is the augmented knowledge. So, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, let's go.
Okay. Hi everyone. My name is Aziz. I'm from Augmented Knowledge and I am developer of AI and XR. And this is our wonderful team that includes experts in the field of AI, XR, metaverse, and our CEO is 30+ year expert in the field of AI, and we're very passionate to build applications for industrial XR. So specifically, we are building applications for the aviation maintenance and smart factory, and we are targeting the problem of the poor maintenance that can cause major causes of the aviation accidents, factory failures, and the flight delays, which definitely brings lots of massive losses for the company. Well, it's difficult to build XR for the industrial field due to several reasons. One of them is that, let's say, aviation maintenance engineers, they still use paper-based manuals, and they're very complex, and they have to cross-reference all these manuals together. And in order to build the applications for the XR, we have to consider the legacy information. And it's very costly to build the XR and AR content. And we started our project as a R&D research sponsored by Airbus and the Korean Air. As you can see here, this is one of our applications for the AR. And now we evolved to the platform that has several software tools like Knowledge Manager, Task Manager, and XR Content Creator. What we do, we unify AI, XR, and big data together into one framework, and we combine legacy information, 3D models, build the applications for the various devices, including smart glasses, tablets, PC, and mobile devices. And this is the slide. You can see the current available content. We have built the Boeing 737 landing gear maintenance for XR, which is already available for sale. And we're finishing up the B737 engine content for the maintenance, and eventually we will build full digital twin of B737. And let me demonstrate some of the demonstrations of our software that's already implemented. So this is AK Go, which is the landing gear repairment or the maintenance that is powered by AI speech understanding module.
Showing the next instruction.
So as you can see, the worker can make the request, and the platform will deliver all the resources that needed to complete the task.
Showing closer look of object.
So whatever the content is requested is delivered by the AI. We have several use cases that we can demonstrate. Let's say the aviation use cases. We built the aviation maintenance education and training with AI, with AR and VR for the Polytech University. As you can see, the trainee can use tablet, and with the AR solution, he can get efficient education and training that will reduce the time and cost. Same, we have VR solution that can be seen with the headsets. We work with the government as well, and we have a use case for the Air Force Logistic Command, where we built them the AK Go and additional content for their education and training. And considering the fact that now Korean government has proposed the law that aviation MRO can be actually trained with the help of not the real airplane, but with the virtual airplane. This gives us a lot of potential to grow, and because universities and MRO can apply AK solution legally. In addition, I would like to show the smart factory use cases as well. We have a customer in overseas, this is NSK, and as well as the domestic customer Doosan, where we build for them the tablet-based AR application. Let's say NSK, this is disassembly and assembly of bearing manufacturing machine. And in the case of Doosan, we have AR manual for their heavy machinery's fault response. Currently, we have ongoing project where we work with the KG Engineering to build the hydrogen vehicle test equipment with the help of the AR guide. So we build the digital twin that can be accessed with the tablets and glasses. And also, I would like to announce that, and I'm very excited that recently we got the award in Unity as a best simulation. Well, talking about the competitiveness, there are other companies that do the AR solutions, but what makes us different is that we combine knowledge with the AR, and we have a patent that unifies AI, AR, and big data together, where we provide the proactive information with the context awareness. We have a huge growth potential. Let's consider the price of the Boeing, which is 100 million, and worldwide at 12,000 units. And if only 0.1% will be spent for the education, this will make 1.2 billion market. And again, regarding the policy of the Korean government, this gives us the higher potentials to provide our services to the domestic market as well. So our business model is as follows. We make the XR content, we provide the platform as a SaaS or on-premise, and we also license it. So we are targeting 3 segments. This is the aviation, education, and training, and MRO, and as well as the general industries, and we already have existing customers. This is the revenue so far that we made, and as you can see, the revenue years over year increased by 748%, and we are asking for 2 million to help us for the global expansion and global research and business development. So the funds will go for the business development, operating expenses, and research and development. And as can be seen, we are expecting to have G-curve growth over the next 5 years. Why invest in us? Because we have a professional team, we have game-changing and core technology, we have exponentially growing business model, and we have global capabilities. Join us to deliver augmented knowledge. Thank you.
Oh, thank you for your presentation. So I understood your solution is AR and XR. Education system is for the smart factory and the aircraft, right? So your first target market is the aircraft.
Yes.
So you mentioned about your revenue. So this revenue from the Polytech University, right?
It's revenue, as I show you that we have already use cases, not only with Polytech, but also with Heavy Machinery Doosan, with NSK, and also with other companies. And this is the revenue so far, but we are experiencing the operating loss.
So I watched your demonstration video.
Yes.
That video is for the Korean Air, right? So Korean Air also your client?
We have a close collaboration with the Korean Air. As I showed at the beginning, we actually started as a R&D research, and we were sponsored by Airbus and Korean Air together.
Wow.
So we are closely working with them to make the better solutions so that we can understand the real problems of the aircraft maintenance and make it much more effective.
So I understood the first target market. So the kind of the aircraft company. So Korean Air, in Korea case, Korean Air, Asian Air,
Yes.
so many kind of low budget air, Jeju Air, and it's right, isn't it?
Yes, yes. As I mentioned, we're targeting like 3 segments. One of them is this maintenance, education, and training. And this education and training should be done in any airlines, MRO companies, and as well as the actual MRO. So we have solutions with the AR that can be applied in the actual field by the aircraft maintenance technicians to facilitate the maintenance process and make it faster. So our companies, as you said, yes, this is universities, various universities and MRO schools in Korea and worldwide, and as well as the actual airlines that can use it to make their MRO works faster.
On my view is the university education market is small. So I think some aircraft company like the Korean Air is super bigger than universities. So if your company provide your solution to Korean Air, so how much can you get per year?
all depends on the services that the customer would like to get. But you mentioned that, yeah, maybe the education in this
For
industry.
example, landing gear
Yeah.
solution. So
Yeah.
based on digital twin. So this how big?
Mhm. Okay, I can explain. Let's say we have a Boeing that provides the maintenance with the help of their 360 video, and this costs about 150K just to make for one part. Let's say you have a landing gear, and the Boeing provides this solution just with 360 video. But in our case, we have the 3D content, we have the legacy manuals and other resources, and it's going to cost about similar.
So your solution is AR or VR, right? So some solution is using tablet PC something and can learn from this tablet based on AR. Sometimes using Google, so can learn by the VR. So I think the digital twin is very important, right? So you need to make the many kind of content based on digital twin technology, right? So I think your cost is very high. The reason why you need to make the many content using digital twin. So can you share your cost information?
Yeah, first of all, I would like to give a comment that we have the XR solution. That includes the AR, augmented reality, mixed reality, and as well as the overall this field, so VR as well. So we have the solutions for these three different fields. And we deploy our applications to tablets. Let's say we have a Microsoft HoloLens 2, as well as a smart glasses, Magic Leap, and then the mobile devices, and PC as well. So there's a wide range of opportunities in this. And the technicians, with the help of the HoloLens 2, since it's an AR, MR device, it's not the VR, they can actually use it in the real field. And the reason for the cost is this, since the airlines are purchasing the machine that costs $100 million, if they will spend only 0.1% for their education of this massive machine, I think it's pretty reasonable price and very fair. Because if you buy machine that costs this much, I think you will be willing to spend 0.1% just for repairment, for its education, because the workers are coming, and if they would like to have the training, they need to use the actual airplane, which costs a lot if it's going to stay on the ground.
I think your competitiveness is experience about making some kind of content based on digital twin, for example, landing gear something, right? So, but this kind of digital twin technology and AR or VR technology nowadays very popular, and there are many startups. So, what's your competitiveness about your technology?
Yeah, okay. As I mentioned, and as you were saying, there are many companies that do the same thing, but most of them they're addressing the simple augmentation. But in our case, we have the link between the actual content and the manuals. So we have a patent, United States patent, that unifies AR with the knowledge together with the big data. So we have a linkage between the AR and the knowledge. Let's say if we build just simple AR augmentations, it's very difficult to scale. Why? Because these manuals, they are updated regularly. And if you update the manual, then you have to update the content itself. But we made it in a way that it's all linked together. And we provide solutions that it's not just AR, but behind we have the manuals and the legacy information.
Okay, Ichor, thank you for your
Yeah.
presentation and the Q&A time.
Yeah,
Okay,
thank
so
you.
you are the last team. So 저기 오늘 세 개 팀 발표를 들어봤고요. 그 세 개 팀이 사실 오늘 모의IR입니다. 앞으로 이제 해외 투자자들을 위해서 영어로 발표하고 영어로 Q&A하는 연습을 해봤는데 세 개 팀 다 이제 굉장히 좋은 팀이라 저희도 투자 검토를 같이 하고 있는 팀이고요. 많은 관심 부탁드리겠습니다. 네, 오늘 모의IR, 스파크IR 데이 여기서 마치도록 하겠습니다. 감사합니다.